Our control room's kind of snarky today, and I don't like it.
They are.
Welcome to Outnumbered Overtime. OT, baby. Brian Kilmeade is on the couch, and we're having a little fun today.
I realize there's a lot of responsibility on you two. You two in these seats, because you get a lot of instructions that we don't get.
Yes.
Right? I'm like, I see your eyes moving back and forth, and I go, either she's fascinated or she's got another
We're
show
fascinated with you. You're always fun to have on the show. You were one of our originals. You've been on since week 1, April 2014.
Yes, I was originally Chuck from Happy Days. I was the best that played the older
oldest brother. Yeah,
right.
whatever happened
What was
to
the story?
him?
What happens
I still don't know.
Ron Howard overshadowed him, and then Fonzie emerged, and you don't need Chuck the basketball player.
And then
Yes.
Chachi.
Right.
Yes.
You know, Chachi was like the young
Chachi.
Fonzie,
Right.
and then, you know, it's like, who needed
What is
Chuck?
happening here?
Single-handedly responsible for Donald Trump winning.
Chachi.
Yes.
And let's not
there.
start with Joni Loves Chachi and Korea.
Melissa is confused.
Why?
I don't know how we got off on this binge.
We
got
that's right.
all
You
Happy
weren't part of the
Days and-
pop
no, no.
culture TV landscape in the late 70s
love-
and early 80s. I totally forgot.
I love
Oh,
Brit-
wait, except for the part where you were. And people can pre-order your book.
If actually
you
was
go.
on that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
But yeah, no, so good to have you here. Sorry, the last stop is where? You've got one
I'm
more
going to be in
big book.
Jacksonville December 9th.
Okay.
The thing that would happen with Thomas Jefferson and the Tripoli Pirates, I thought it was going to be a great book. The surge had worked. I couldn't wait. I loved researching it, and I thought people who loved history would like it, and Fox fans would get it. But what happened is the surge got undone. We pulled out. Out comes ISIS. In comes the Libya operation, and people saw the analogy between Tripoli, which was the capital, is the capital of Libya, and what was going on then, and how Jefferson handled it, and as opposed to Barack Obama and George Bush handled it.
Wow.
And what I think we're realizing now is you've got to go at our enemy directly. We're trying to rationalize and use our morals. It doesn't work because we have an immoral enemy who is abusing their own Islamic people in the 1780s and 1810 and 1815 and 1826. And they're doing the same thing now. And sadly, the only thing they understand is direct pressure. And that's what we decided to do. Jefferson watched Washington and Adams to balk. And he said, no, we got to fight these
He's
guys.
like, numero tres. We're going to hit this one out of the park.
Right. And he ended up doing that. We had our first land invasion in a foreign country, and that's where it plays to the military.
And that's why
the
it's
shores of Tripoli.
in the Marine hymn.
Yes. And our first Marines were the ones to take a standing city and to defeat a sitting army in Derna, right outside Tripoli.
All right. John Kinsley says, congratulations on your book at Brian Kilmeade. We're on Facebook Live right now. A lot of people weighing in. They loved the show. A lot of people talking about Secretary of State, going back to our A block, about a big decision yet for President-elect Trump to make. And a lot of people are getting anxious for him to do so, such as Meghan.
Yeah, I mean, I have the attention span of a hamster as well, so I'm at the point where I'm
don't
sick
want
of
him to?
I
You
do
want
want
him.
it. I want him to. Yeah, I mean,
Mitt Romney.
But don't you think it's interesting
I
how
like-
he's leaked all the names of Secretary of State candidates and then continues to fill the positions? And it's like the build-up on fight night. You know, this is the main card, and
Yeah.
It's I could stare at those doors on C-SPAN all day. I
They're
really
so
do.
golden.
They are golden.
Really are.
Richie owns the building.
isn't that a spa, the Golden Door?
It is,
Right.
but I feel like it's less gold. Even the golden door is
How
less
could it
gold.
possibly be
I don't
more
know.
gold?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Pat Smith says, Brian, love you. Come to Allentown, PA. I don't know if he
Next
has any
time.
plans to do so
Next year, but it is as I pass through Allentown on
are
one
you
of my
gonna
many
do
soccer
Are you
tournaments.
going to do a follow-up book?
I think my next book we're going to look at Andrew Jackson and the Battle of New Orleans.
1814 took a
I
little
think you
trip
should,
up Sandy Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans. Nope, no one else learned that in 6th grade.
No, but I'm enjoying it. Yes, the songs and the voices are
There's
just
two
phenomenal.
already, yeah. We're
How
whispering.
about 50 nifty United States and 13 original colonies?
Oh, that's the best. Do you know it?
Oh, yeah. It's my favorite.
We got a
Right.
shower curtain with the United States of America and all the capitals.
Love
and
it.
my 7-year-old has memorized them. I'm very proud of her.
Wow.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, you can be like, what's Washington State? And she's like, Olympia. Because she doesn't know how to say it, but she knows the word.
Wow. How
Like Nevada, Carson City.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's great. So she just stares at it all day long.
Pretty smart. She's in the shower all day long?
Just in the shower, just staring at it.
But I will say this, no matter how good Kennedy's upbringing has been learning about world history, the Meghan McCain must be unbelievable. Is that something you learn right away out of
Yes.
the womb about American history, about the military service?
My
that you're-
entire childhood was spent going to Civil War memorials and World
my
War II
gosh.
memorials. I have been to Midway, which is midway between Hawaii and Japan, where the Battle of Midway raged. Got to turn 16 there.
Is there
you have no
is it a
idea.
tropical paradise there?
It's actually beautiful.
Like, do they have hotels?
There's no hotel.
No.
You have to stay at an old military base that they... I don't know if we especially got to go because of my dad or if you can actually go there. I don't remember, but they do research on Goonie birds.
Have you been to Vietnam?
Kind of bird. I have been to Vietnam.
How was
I've
that?
been to Germany. I went and saw, obviously, where my father was imprisoned, and it was very
saw it?
emotional. Yeah, we all went together, which is it's sort of morbid, but I think it's important to see. I will someday take my children, and I've been to every war history in the United States and abroad. I spent my entire childhood doing it, and I'm surrounded. Every man in my family is in the military.
Do you want to hear
so
something interesting?
Got it covered.
My uncle was in the Navy, and her grandfather was his admiral.
Yeah.
Did you just realize that you've already discussed this?
We have discussed this, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you ever push back and say, listen, Dad,
Yes.
I want to hang out with my friends. I have my prom tonight.
Yes, I did, 100%, and he did not care. I am grateful now, but when you were a teenager.
Was there ever pressure to join the military?
No, not for me,
Did you ever consider it?
I did not consider joining the military. I was the one child that was always on his campaigns, and partly just because of my age at the time, and I was taken out of school to work with him, so I always went through politics, but everybody else is in the military. Very proud of
thank
them.
you for joining us on Facebook. Facebook is actively running and doing wonderfully. If you're trying to get us on Outnumbered Overtime on the web, please keep trying to jump in. I'm sure it'll be up in no time. Thanks, Jay. Looking at Facebook, though, a lot of people still talking about the picks. Are there any picks that you think they're still going to come in that are going to be a big surprise, Brian Kilmeade?
I think that I would not be surprised if it's not Mitt Romney and it's not Senator Corker. I would.
What?
Would not, if it's
You
not,
don't think it's going to be Corker?
I
still
hate
could
to
be
go against
Romney.
Kennedy. I would say that there's an excellent shot that Bolton and Giuliani are going to get it. I
Really?
think that he's going to be.
I think Bolton's
Romney.
still in it.
Romney, to me, in yesterday, I don't think he's going to get the shaft. I think Romney, to me, is going to get an offer for a different position.
Which will be the shaft. If he's not Secretary of State, he was his most loyal of loyalists.
No, not Rudy. Not Rudy. I'm talking about Romney.
Oh, Romney.
Romney will get another
he's-
position.
But, you know, someone said put him...
what?
Maybe
Romney
someone said
apparently
put him in
won't
charge of
take
the VA.
another one.
Yeah, that's what that was the scuttlebutt on that one, and people were reporting he's
Because his
not gonna
dad
take
said
anything
never
else.
take a position in somebody else's administration, but I think this might be a little bit different.
The interesting historical reference, too, is that Mitt Romney's father worked for Nixon and then ended up leaving the Nixon administration because they had such a contentious relationship and sort of went and joined for the good of the country. And it'll be interesting to see if history in the Romney family...
also failed in his bid for the presidency.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Well, Sandra, what's happening over there? What show are you doing?
I don't know. There's something major going on over there.
So every day we want to make sure everybody can log on to Outnumbered Overtime on the web. It's about 10,000 people that log on. That's just the people who log on so they can comment. So there's a lot more. And, I mean, we've been hitting records lately. I just, for some reason, maybe it's my device that I can't see it at this moment. But Facebook.com is active, and you can tweet us as well.
So what happened?
You asked a question.
Well, why were you laughing?
I was laughing because we're going back and forth with the control room at what they can see versus what we can see here.
And they've got X-ray vision, and they can see it anywhere. So I was supposed to have Ambassador John Bolton on my show.
What happened?
I would love to watch
canceled?
you debate him. I would love that.
We've gone at it. He gets
I would
very
love
frustrated.
it.
Yeah, the interesting thing about John Bolton is, like you, I know you like to think that we're worlds apart in many areas. There's really only a few aspects, and that would be surveillance and hawkish foreign policy. The rest of it, I
Military
believe,
spending, too, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think that you are, in many respects, a libertarian. I think you have very libertarian views outside of those two things. John Bolton, aside from the fact that he wants to bomb many countries, he is very libertarian. And so we gave him a libertarian litmus test. Kind of as a joke, thinking that he would fail. He passed with flying colors.
Right.
You know, I mean, we're talking about...
So you made up.
It's fascinating.
By the end of this, he liked
I was on his lap. He was very uncomfortable.
I think you guys should do like an intelligence square debate. I actually love the idea of like a really hardcore libertarian and then a hardcore hawk debating each other and where they can meet in the middle. So he should not cancel your show.
Oh no, but he said that he never cancels Fox appearances. He's very, very committed to his job as a contributor, and he doesn't cancel. But he said he had an emergency meeting.
See, I knew
which
that's where
makes
you're
me
going.
think
that
perhaps he is going to the Gilded Doors of Trump Tower and meeting once again.
You know they aren't really gold. by the way.
I bet they are.
Everybody's watching at
I bet
home.
they are,
It's
along
not
with those golden shovels that he and his
14.
children use when they break ground on a new project.
Wow, there's so much reference. You have so much depth in your life and your references. I got to start doing more stuff. I can't refer to anything that you can refer to.
That's not true.
Right? I never
Also,
said to
don't
myself
end a
I was
sentence
about
on
to
a
say that,
preposition.
Kennedy.
What?
I never said, after you make a reference, I never said I was about to say that. You pull things out from where I don't know. I would say this. What about Deputy Secretary of State?
For John Bolton?
Yeah.
Not going to happen.
Would he-
He's already been the U.S. ambassador to the UN.
I don't know why he would want that either.
Oh, I just got on Outnumbered Overtime. It's working.
And now here comes the music.
Thank you
Where's
for all
the
your
giant
questions. We'll read them later. Brian Kilmeade, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate
Always good to
being
have
the
you.
man.
And thanks, everybody. We'll see you at noon tomorrow.